loudest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A first down throw for Cousins.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off near the 29. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Get 300. Get 300.
Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Cousins to Jefferson on the slant. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins.
Picked off inside the 5. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 left. Last week, not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Xavier Woods on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
27-yard line.
And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job. They'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Escaping the pressure right. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense. And now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Off the play fake, Love. Caught on the right side by Adams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Robert Tonyan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, But he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Hey, Ken! Hey, Steamer!
Hey, switch gears.
Hey, no, easy. Watch out!
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. He sets to fire deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. This one complete to Devin Funchess. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
22 ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, 20, 10. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Backbreaker, that'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
38.
Oh, you got deep?
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Vikings nothing. Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Lucky 50.
Play fake. Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, If your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On play action, Love to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Vikings.
Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Cousins now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween.
And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's
guy,
going on the defensive side?
that's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36.
Love now. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now.
Good strong throw and catch right.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tanyan on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are pouring it on. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll have a first down past the 40. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins again. He's going to air one out. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Again, it's Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Check 52's to Mike. Here we go. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Hey, Steamer.
Cousins on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again, it's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal.
They'll throw again. Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. B.C. Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2.
All day. Mike 51, Mike.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Vikings 8.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play fake. Here's Love. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And some room to maneuver. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll go again to Jones.
Tight down. There you go.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Hey, watch that. Ready, go.
Again, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. They'll go with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Play action this time with Love. On the crossing route, complete. That's Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second half blowout material.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
1-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Come on, let's go.
They'll try again with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The play lost a yard.
Here's Jones. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Zebra. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it. 52's the mic.
Where's the hot?
To try again after the sack. Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's third down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, they're going over to him.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his third touchdown now on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Jefferson. It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Quaker Omaha. Rose.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This is Johnson. He's got it.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On play action, Cousins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
29-yard line.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Right here.
Following the interception, Love eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And, here's a sight that you definitely don't want to see. That is Jordan Love, the quarterback, still down on the field. The lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Get 300. Get 300. 300.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd.
Now it's Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not...
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. B.C. Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the run.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down when his role worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And this will be a Packers first down as good running gets him to about the 44. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll run it with Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 8 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here,
in this fourth quarter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Vikings.
Leave it. Ring up 48. Through.
From the gun, it's again to Cook. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Here I come. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Here's Cousins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Here we go.
Cousins now. It's caught on the right side at Smith. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Cousins now to throw on first down. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd down and goal. Cousins, and this is caught. Well, they get 1 back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Peters, and now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, past the 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Throwing, Cousins. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
28.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
33-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, come on, O. Come on, O.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
To Aaron Jones. No gain on the play. Second and
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
for Devontae Adams. Incomplete. He was defended.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Crosby puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one travels out of bounds. So a bad break there, and that will thwart any chance that they had of coming back.
All right, now here we go, O.
First down, here's Cousins. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Jahan, what are these? Listen to me.
One last shot now for Cousins. That one in the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks, Charles.